Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all right. I thought I would film a tour of the new house before we start to make any significant changes. I wanted to show you it as kind of a blank canvas, as it were. We have done a few things. We're unpacked and we've done, you know, minor repairs, that kind of thing, but we haven't done up any of the rooms, none of that kind of thing yet. I think I will start decorating the kids' rooms possibly the week after next. I've still got a broken finger, so it depends when I take the splint off of this. I think the week after next, so then I'll start stripping wallpaper. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the starting point. It's nice to see how things change and just share it with you, basically. So I'm starting in the loft, hence the pointy room. This is our bedroom. This is a loft conversion. So yeah, I'll turn the camera around and start to show you. Okay, so this is our room, and this is one of the things in this house that we had mixed feelings about. So first of all, as I said, it is a loft conversion, and it doesn't have, sorry about the focus there, it doesn't have dormer windows or anything, so it's got very low ceilings, and my husband is nearly 6 foot, so we weren't sure if it was gonna just be quite annoying with him hitting his head. I'm only 5'2", so it's not so much of an issue for me. When we came to look at the house, we walked around and, you know, tried to make sure that we really had a good feel of whether that would be an issue or not. This over here is one of the main selling points of the house for us. This is a small balcony and it is just so lovely. We can sit out there. It's very small. It just fits 2 little chairs. We can sit out there and have a coffee or a glass of wine. We haven't done that yet. Or in the morning, just open that up, and it's so nice to have the fresh air, look at the sky. It's really lovely. So that for us was a big positive, but the loft conversion was a not sure, but as I say, so far so good. So I'll just go backwards and try not to fall down the stairs. So then here we have an ensuite, which was another positive for us, but it's very slopey. So again, we were like, oh, it's lovely, but is it going to be okay? Again, it's been all right so far. So we've got a shower. Basically everything needs work, so you'll probably notice as I walk around that there's lots of sort of damage to the walls, or things need redecorating or stuff. So yeah, and in here the units, some of them don't open, and it just everything needs redoing. But great to have an ensuite, and I've got rid of my dressing table and I'm using this as my untidied up. Look, I haven't even closed a drawer. When my husband says I'm messy, he's not lying. So yeah, I'm using this at present just with this small mirror, but I will probably put a mirror in here. And again, because I'm not very tall, it works. So yeah, our little bathroom, it's got black tiles in the shower, which makes this quite kind of, I don't know, hello, you see me there, claustrophobic and kind of really dark. So I think at some point we'll do that. There's a huge list of things. So there we are. Now here is a rail of mostly my clothes, because our plan, one of the many plans, this was plan B actually, was that this, I don't know why it's not focusing, I'm very sorry. This was going to be, the rail would push in there and we could pull the rail out every time we needed clothes. It was annoying, it didn't work. So we've just put the rail here. I don't know if this will be a long-term solution. It doesn't bother us, but I will show you one of the other possible solutions. Again, this was another not sure, because the only wall in here that's tall enough to have a wardrobe is either right there in the middle or right here in the middle. As you can see, there's not much wall space there. And with this being the end of the bed, having a wardrobe there wasn't going to be workable really. So yeah, that was one of the things we were like, we can't have any clothes. This needs to get put away in there. So then these are the stairs down to the rest of the house. I don't know if you can hear, it's chucking it down at the moment. It's a bit like sleeping in a tent up here. Oh, and this window doesn't have a blind on it, which we need to sort out. But until recently, we were being woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning by the light streaming in from that window. So that was delightful. So we walked down here. As you can probably see, look, all the walls have kind of scrapes and stuff. There's lots of the lights that don't work. There's just, as I said, there's just stuff. We've got a cupboard under this stair bit, which we need to figure out a way to kind of open and close it. At the moment, it's just propped up. So then which way shall we go? Let's go this way. So this, I have not massively tidied up. This is my middle child's room, my daughter. So basically, as I say, we have unpacked, we've bought a few new bits of furniture, and we're just trying to figure out what works before we start decorating. She is in like part of the extension to this house, so her plan, and I'd love to know your thoughts on what you would do in this house, is that she wants to have this as like a cozy part of the room with her bed and dressing table. There's all her pictures still down here. There's lots of things that are sort of out and not totally unpacked. And they were playing this morning. And then this is like the work end of the room. So she's got her desk and her books. I bought her this desk on Facebook selling. I love it. My husband hates it. I do not care. That chair is the wrong chair. She switched her chair. Oh no, it is the right one. Yes, it is. So yeah, someone's upcycled this, but it just needs a bit of extra paint on it. But I like it, so there we go. She does as well. These blinds, she can't open and close herself, so we need to figure something out. I don't know if we'll keep blinds or change them to curtains. There is wallpaper. As you can see, it's falling off. It's, stuff. So I'm going to be taking this off. She says she wants this room purple, so that's the plan. I don't know whether to do 2 different purples. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll make that nice for her. This is then our youngest. So she had the box room in the old house. She's now got the biggest room. It's rocked up, but I just bought her this rug off of Facebook selling. I actually would have liked a bigger one, but I knew she would like the colours. She loves rainbows. So she's got a much bigger room. I really like her. She's got a little bookcase that's built in. We actually might remove it and rebuild it, but there's, yeah, a little bookcase there. Trees. We bought this just before we moved because I wanted to get lots of different colours because she wants the room to be rainbow. So I was sort of looking out for colourful things. Then we have this. She likes it because she says it looks like a mountain. Basically, there was some built-in furniture on this corner. And we think this wallpaper and stuff is from the 90s. I already peeled off a frieze that was bang on the door. Do you remember that? Or no, was it Groovy Chick? I forget now. But yeah, it's obviously been wallpapered and painted and wallpapered and painted. And then this is bare plaster. So I need to get scraping in here. You can see where the furniture used to be. So hers is going to be one of the first first rooms probably that I do. So she's got a little area. The floors are like a decent laminate, but they're very, very scratched up. So I don't know if we'll replace them or if they can be fixed. We're keen to kind of repair what we can. This is an airing cupboard. It doesn't store very much, actually. This is my son's room. So he's got a bit of a smaller room, but he really likes it because it's very bright, because this is south facing. He, again, has got old wallpaper that needs to come off. I'm probably going to remove this as well. I didn't say in my youngest room, she's also missing loads of the skirting where the built-in furniture was, so that all needs repairing. He has got a built-in wardrobe, which he really likes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, his room is smaller, bit more of a study room. Everything is kind of just make do at the moment, and stuff shoved wherever. And we want to get it how we like it, basically. He's got a decorated light switch. All the light switches, some of them are metal and some of them are white, and I don't know if that's something that we'll worry about. But anyway, there are also power points in, well, I guess they're not odd places, because obviously that's for a TV. We don't really have TVs. Well, we don't have TVs in our bedrooms, so will we take those out? I don't know. There's just lots of things to think about. A lot of his lights don't work. In fact, a lot of the spotlights in this house either don't work and or are in weird places, often not in line, which is kind of annoying. So again, I don't know if that's something that we will sort out or not. Then this is the bathroom. This is a super 90s bathroom. So we've got a shower, which we've just, my husband's just sealed, so we can actually use that. We've only been able to use that for a couple of days. We've got the jacuzzi bath, which we don't know if we're gonna keep this or not. Basically, it's really loud when you turn it on. I have cleaned it, cleaned out all the jets. It shakes the whole house, so it's not very relaxing. One option is to remove this. We have a bidet, and potentially take out the bidet, put the bath over a bit. And then this wall, this is sort of leading up to our stairs, and this could be a wardrobe, maybe. That was our first plan, and we haven't decided yet whether we will do that to deal with the wardrobe situation, or whether we'll stick with the rail because it's simple. But this is a job for another day, that's for sure. Yeah. Not sure what we'll do with the bathroom. In an ideal world, I don't really like these tiles. I would prefer to start again, but this isn't a priority project. It's functional, it's fine. At some point, you know, when finances allow and when we've decided what we want to do with it, then perhaps we'll redo this, and like I said, perhaps we'll have that wall done. Our initial plan was that would be one of the first things we did, but since the rail works fine and we'd rather spend money on other things that we feel are priorities, having moved in here now, whether we do that or not, I don't know, but I'd love to know what you think. So bathroom, and then you head downstairs. So then you come downstairs. All of the downstairs has this sort of terracotta tile. I think it's even underneath this laminate, which I quite like. There's lots of hard floors in this house, which is very practical. That's the dog, if you can hear her moving about. We just shoved pictures up wherever there were picture hooks, so it's all a bit random, and I don't like this wallpaper. It's not my taste. So at some point that'll be taken off. Like I said, every room needs something. We've just bought this chair from Facebook Marketplace, which we really like. I feel it's kind of mermaidy and the girls are fighting over it. I feel like I'm kind of an advert for Facebook Marketplace, but I really like buying secondhand furniture. I'd rather buy something secondhand than new, not just, you know, environmentally and financially. So you can get some really good finds. I really like this. We've got much more space in the entrance to the house than we used to. This is our display cabinet, which I don't like this piece of furniture. We need to figure out where these things will go, because there's stuff like gifts from the kids' christenings. So once we know where we want that display, and then we'll look for a piece of furniture that's suitable and that we both like. And so then you come into the kitchen, which is an old kitchen, and it's tired. We've already put the wheels in motion for this, but it's not going to be a job that's done soon, because it's a big job. Obviously, it's a big financial commitment. So, however, in terms of the amount this room gets used, the fact that the kitchen's like the centre of the home, the fact that we sort of hang out in the kitchen space a bit, we would really like to get this sorted. So I have started getting quotes for this. I'm planning a what's it called? A handleless look. That's the dog. She's snoring in there. Probably dark blue with wooden countertops, not real wood. That's what I'm thinking. I'd love to know what you would like to do. So yeah, that's the kitchen. This is my pond plan, which I've put there. Just for my husband to enjoy that I plan to dig a pond. There's like a pantry, but to be fair, at the moment that just has like bags and games and boxes and stuff in it. I actually don't think we'll ever use it as a pantry. I think it will always be a cupboard under the stairs. There's an outdoor gate indoors. We weirdly quite like this because the dog lives in there, and so if we want to shut her away, then we can close this, but she can still see us if she'd like to and still get some light in there. I don't know. I think actually if this was a solid door, it would be so dark in there. So yeah, we'll probably keep the garden gate. So we have a utility room, which we had in our old house, and we really like having a utility room. And then there's a downstairs bathroom. See what I mean about the light in here? Downstairs toilet rather, which is great when you have kids. And then this is, let's have some light. This is a storage. So it's full of junk. I'm not going to show you that. Like I said, this is where the dog lives. Here's the dog. As I say, she is sound asleep, bless her. There she is. Cookbooks up here. So that's that space. It's very helpful. We didn't have a sink in our old utility, so it's actually great having that for like, so my son can wash his football boots and, you know, like a dirty sink, if that makes sense. So yeah, I like that. This is my office. It's in kind of the back doorway. I love it. So this is my extremely messy shelves that I need to sort out. Instruments, my working area, which is a mess, but there we go, because I'm in the middle of my working day right now and I thought I would do some filming. This is where I'm keeping some of my book stuff. This had a filing cabinet in it. Realistically, we want to knock this out. We have some spare tiles, so if the tiles are damaged underneath, we could repair that. But imagine how much more space there would be. This literally was like a structure to have a filing cabinet in. I don't know, strange, but there's more book stuff up there, so I need to move that because we've only just taken the filing cabinet out. So at some point, probably I'll have some shelving to store my books in and not have that wall there. Again, building work like that and then the plastering and all the stuff is a big job. So that's not a priority. It's fine as it is. I just need to tidy up. Then you go into our living room. This is the dog's toy, and I have been sworn not to move this game of Snakes and Ladders or else, because my youngest didn't get to play it this morning. She's not happy with me. So she will play it when she gets in from school and it must stay there. So that's why that's there. I really like this sort of fire area. We haven't used this fire yet. We haven't needed to. So it will be interesting with the sort of fuel cost situation, whether we end up just maybe using this to heat up this room and lay off the central heating. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. My youngest has got caterpillars that my mum bought her for her birthday, which are just about to form chrysalises. How cool is that? So they're just there. In a couple of days, we'll put them in their habitat thing. Like I said, stuff is just put in places. So there's not really much rhyme or reason to that. Shelves. We just bought this sofa. Again, this was on Marketplace. It's in great condition. But my son isn't super keen on the feel of it, so I might put a throw over it or something. Or to be fair, he sits in the armchair here, so we'll see. We'll see how it pans out and whether we get on with it with him not massively liking the sofa. Over here, again, wallpaper I don't like, so we'll do something with that. We put our other armchair here, TV. There is a TV point up there, but we've removed it and we need to do something with the cables. We put our dining table here. We were going to put it in the conservatory, but that didn't really work for us. So it's over here. Like I said, there's PowerPoints that don't match and are in strange places, but there we go. We want to get a new dining table at some point, but it's just another thing on the list. Then there's a conservatory. It's a total mess in here because it's chucking it down with rain, and so we're drying washing in here. So I'm not going to show you too much. I'm going to skirt over the washing. Ready? Ready? You didn't see it. This is the garden, much smaller than the old place. As you can see, we need to, rebuild the fence. We won't keep that shed. That's going to be where my pond goes. That's my plan. And there's a rockery. So I need to do something. At the moment, I just put my pot plants on there. I weeded a week ago. It rained, look at it. And because all the grass died and then it rained, there's loads of weeds. So that's another job. The chickens are quite happy there. So it's a much smaller garden than the old place. And that's it really. So we're keeping the piano in here. Then we want to get rid of this piece of furniture. It had our fish on it, but I've given the fish to my father-in-law. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think. What would you do with the rooms? What colours would you paint them? How would you arrange them? But yeah, I just wanted to share with you really, since you saw our move and the old house, and that was my phone. This is the sort of starting point. So I'll be sharing with you the big projects as we do them. So yeah, hit like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos about writing and occasionally housey stuff. Take care.